at least TSM could have numbers against, but TSM are gonna waste no time putting the pressure on M80 and the orbital strike. Like M80 haven't even had a thought yet, and TSM are raining it down on him. Vora with 3 that round.
Skyrocket here. Sim, by the way, having that hero rifle passed down. Generational wealth to some degree, but
Vora has been doing an excellent job at anchoring down this B site, but this might be a bit of a tall order. Lots of people walking through here, but not looking the right way. Vora holding it down.
Even if TSM sends a drop of blood in the water, they are going to go hunting. This was a beautiful connection earlier, pressed in tandem with one more. Sim ready for the wraparound from Jakey at this moment, and so YFP do not have anything to offer. Huge Armageddon down the dugout to allow the outstretch.
Straight after the fact, but TSM, they are prepared for this. They're trying to get 3 players ready to anchor this site.
Sim. Oh, okay. Benny does follow that up, gets to the back of the side here, but beautiful off angle. That one way is brutal. Vora just makes a meal out of YFP. And unfortunately,
now that that's done, you've got to, again, get a little proactive with it. Start your peaks early, and Blip will do that on top of a paranoia. But the blinds out onto site let TSM enter for far freer. Satellite on the shorty, good for the one. Have to get up close and personal at that stage, and Sim's going to try and do the same. Blip can at least shut that down. 7 in GMD now entering on the site. And the rest of that army is going to do enough. And that's what they'll use on top of the salvos, but the reactive salvos will split this board again. 7 alone on the site for a couple crucial seconds. Acrean sprayed through by Vora on the ghost. That's some game sense for you, baby. And now Shondex is alone. TS stops him at least. Double swing with a decent health pool. Very doable for Ambrosia. Drop down, Vora instant shutdown. Vora for 3 this round.
Trying not to get headshotted here, but now resetting himself, has a couple more opportunities to play some whack-a-mole, and so does Vora. You still have a man over towards mid, potentially. Inspire looking for the wrap in, but 55 seconds left. Still plenty of time for TSM to just hold on to their spots. No pressure from the spike going down. Vora coming in at a good time. Extra 33 HP. Needs to make something happen with it. Indeed does, but Inspire is gone, and a gust of wind knocks down Exter. We got overtime.
Barely procking, so Sim even not to stick around. Easy flash in from Exter, good for the 1-for-1. Kane tries to double down on it, but Vora.
It's really just forcing the players from mid, if they're coming from mid, to potentially interact with Exter a little bit earlier, but they are going to try to fight this. Here comes the swing. Exter alongside the Omen. It is completely shut down. The Tejo util alongside the breach, sweeping the back of sight. And now you got the ulti. How is there an ulti in line for Vora? Vora with a 4th. And it is going to be Vora and GMD for the 2-on-1. Inspire here. Inspire almost lines up the stars. But it is the young man Vora with an ace.
That trapped that 3rd on the B site.
Right.
Everything opened for this Tejo. And I mean, that is the tail of the tape coming into this map, was just how much TSM.
Where they have 4 players on that side trying to fight that rubble control.
Is this not just much of the same? When it comes down to both these 2 teams. Yeah, well, true, but just in terms of them trying to push towards a level of tempo that M80 are just not fully prepared with it. No way. Just as soon as Victor peaks, Vora just decides to pop his head off. All right.
Oh my god, he Vora's on my rod.
It gets an ace!
Wow, what a statement.
Okay, yeah, Nanner's really committed to that teleport. Past the neon wall. At least it's 1-for-1, and Bonnie has to be a star that shines, but TSM as a team are just different.
And yeah, the barrel's been seen. Sim is not going to move an eyeball away from this position. Chaotic stuck in the corner. Dealt with. Sacred does catch 2 though, before dropping. Moves from the front with the neural thefts. Maybe an opportunity as the drop down from Bones is good. And now Vora can start to play the video game. 1v2 situation. Prowler Haunt already out. Time an issue, and Vora will do it all. 4 for Vora.
This is insane. I mean, you're going to go back to finishing the series, and the analyst is going to be like, well, who can we highlight? I don't know. Let's just highlight the whole team, because... Yeah.
ISO wall out, spike, tap, TSM, locking it down as best as they can with what they have left. It's only 3 of Jets Pets, but Vora makes it happen.
There was miscommunication at the first moment when how they executed and tried to fight towards the A link, but look at this from Vora. Yes, there was a lineup for 2 players, but the third one...
SRG that have to swing. What? What was that?
So trying to get some leverage off a recon guard. Hunter's Fury. The Annihilation's gone for the entry as well because he had to use it on that fight of the 2 players pushing outside of TSM. So it gives an opportunity for Vora to play a little bit out in the open. Losing GMD is hard though because that's no smoke for heaven. We have a good spot to flood retake on the side of the defense.
Paranoia in for Colette on the Guardian! In one fell swoop, the attempted crunch completely denied Vora to the dome, and he still holds it down. 4-piece for this IGL.
He avoided the fault line and just lined up those 2 players. There was overcommitment on the side of Timotino. Understandable, man. Like I said, this kid's filling himself in this whole series and this whole map, rather. And look at that. Avoids all util before even getting hit by the fault line.
TSM eyeing off a 7th round here, but it's far from done. Vora, what was the second? Shorty in hand, and it gets employed to great effect.
This was unfortunate. That pit just not getting the intended value there, coming a little bit late.
Place to give NP a foothold in this A side, but they know they have to play off of it. Rolling Thunder finally comes out though. Doesn't catch on to anyone, so the setup has been good and nice pings, but Vora just deals with it. Inspire. What traces? Just sprays down into heaven. Nice by Timo, just preempting that pushy behind a contingency, but the Hunter's Fury might have claimed him anyway. There's 7 going down. It's a site stacked with these TSM players. And here's Extra emerging amidst all of that noise clutter. Pops out with the Odin, tries to spray down, but Vora again building the Hunter's Fury into this round. On his 3rd kill, he and Alvin should be able to handle this Ion getting chunked down through the box. TSM have to know at this point they've done enough. They'll back away and give Ion enough rope to hang himself with.
Oh, what a play from Vora. Some players from TSM were maybe drawn away from main, so Extra walks in, but he's getting destroyed, and yeah, the Odin running around, we're spamming.
Odin gaming. That's all I have to say. Ion is a sliver of health, and Popper gets revealed as he tries to cross in, so 7 says, okay guys, well, line up then. Hunter's Fury stops the plant from going down, and Inspire will take the rest of those bolts most likely. No time, buddy. Well,
it's a sad way to go out. They're ready for plant denial.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking back to that, 2 players in through Waterfall. This is another good example, of course, of sort of shutting Envy down, but a round doesn't really favor them.
Timotino not involved. Nenvy and extend their lives as best as they can. Now it's just 4 left. The 1 versus 3. 1, 2, 3 is all it takes for TSM to send us into the final map.
What a play for Vora on the 1v3. The IGL, the rookie coming on too and shutting him down.
Oh, speaking of smoke, Ion. Wow, survived
like this.
through a double push. What? How? So crazy. Now TSM may feel safe enough to plant, but not with the smokes, but they're going to be forced to with 12 seconds, and removing Kane's era was huge. Kane and Alvin Boy has his back, but the reswing from Exter, how, you don't expect that. Vora yet again, a lone wolf, but if anyone can do it, it's him. A 3K to save TSM.
For MB to walk away, and this time around down to the 1v2. Dodges the flash there, gets the kill onto Exter, and so ready for pop and swing right around.
Shock bolts thrown. TSM busy.
30 seconds
Now it's a
left.
trade. The rifles start to drop, and there's only 1 Vandal. So Rafa, clean against Timotino. Need to silence that Canadian. Getting a little too hype over there on the TSM camp, which is funny because 7 gets more hype for everyone else on TSM. Team Solid rally for 1 final time. 11 seconds. Vora takes care of business.
In the clutches. Remember when Dan was highlighting who one of the best IGL, fragging IGLs that we currently have going into Ascension. The way that he pivots and moves around. Bad spacing on his side of Solid so he could isolate.